Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome to T5MC. How did you do last week? Were you able to pray? You know, in all our nations, everywhere, there is the need to pray now more than ever because of all different kinds of things that is happening in the nation. So, are you getting tired of praying? Or you have not even started at all? Maybe sometimes you just watch this video and that's the end of it until the next week. It shouldn't be. There is need to pray. I don't even have to tell you. You know what's going on in the nations, right? All nations, all over. Wherever you are, something is going on over there. Let us talk to ourselves today about somebody that refused to give up in prayer. And I'm talking about Daniel. Yeah, Daniel in the Bible. Now, Daniel is somebody that has the ear of the Lord. He has a speedy access to the Lord. Whenever he prays, he gets answers speedily, just like that. I mean, you can read Daniel chapter 2 and see how fast he can get his prayers. But this time, having read in the book of the prophets that the children of Israel were supposed to be out of captivity and nothing was happening, he went into prayer. And for a very long time, he went into prayer and fasting for 21 days. He didn't get an answer. That's very unusual. Yes, it is. Why didn't he get an answer? Because there was someone, there was a power that was a hindrance to the prayer coming down to Daniel. The Bible talks about the prince of Persia that hindered the answer from getting to Daniel. Now, Persia represents a territory. So, that territory could be your nation. And the prince of Persia represents, what we called the principalities and powers and dominions of darkness that are hindrances to positive situations, prayers being answered in the nations. So remember, Daniel, if you read the account of Daniel, you can actually find this in Daniel chapter 10. Now, Daniel didn't know what was going on, just like we talked about last week, that there are some things going on in the spiritual realm that we cannot see with our naked eyes. Daniel didn't know what was going on. So eventually, he kept on praying and praying and praying, knowing that God has always been faithful. So he didn't give up. So one day, he had an encounter with an angel who came and told him exactly what was going on. Let's read Daniel chapter 10, 12 and 13. Then said he to me, that's the angel now, "Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand and to chasten thyself from thy God, thy words were heard, and I come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 121 days." You see? So the answer to the prayer had been given, but the prince of Persia stood against it. So, but because Daniel kept on praying and kept on praying, so after a while, God was like, what's going on? The answer has been released to Daniel. Why is he still knocking at the door? And then he discovered that there was some power hindering that angel from delivering the message to Daniel. So, what did God do? He sent a reinforcement. And so we continue reading that verse 13. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, that is one of the chief angels, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. So not until God sent one of his archangels was that angel able to go and deliver that message to Daniel. That is what happens. So let's not give up. The prince of darkness that we cannot see, they are over there trying to see that problems continue in our nations. It is our duty not to give up, not to get weary, to continue to pray and pray and pray until we have the peace that we want in our nation, until we have the results that we are asking for in our nation. Let's keep praying. Let's keep praying. Okay? So, Psalm 121 says, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. Where cometh my help? He said, my help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. That is where that help is going to come from. That is where the help of Daniel came from. God sent a reinforcement. So we need to ask for the help of God. Let's ask him for help. So this week, for 5 minutes, every day, anytime, anywhere, let us pray for our country, for the needs of our country. That what is going on now, we don't like it. Let him send a reinforcement. Let him send help for us. Don't just discuss the situation in your platforms. Don't just discuss it with your friends. Discuss how you can come together and pray for a change in the nation. And it will happen. All you need to do is pray. Just take a step. God will supply the grace that you need. Make up your mind to pray. Thank you for listening, and thank you for praying. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you. See you another time very soon.